It's January 7th, and I have another message from the aliens. First, they want me to thank you for sending them messages because they've been receiving them. It's working. They're getting closer to revealing themselves to us. So, I'm going to get into some of their responses to your questions around health, wellness, and spirituality that has been coming up so much in the comments on my past posts. It's kind of a long message, but it's really good, so hang in there with me. Today's message is from the Leadership Council of the Galactic Federation, and as usual, I've received the messages telepathically. I've done my best to put them into words on my iPad, and then with their approval, I'm sharing them with you now. So, question 1. What can they tell us about the future of our physical, mental, and spiritual health and well-being? And first, let me make a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, and none of this is meant to be advice for you individually. You should always use your own discernment and talk to doctors and other experts when it comes to your own health and spirituality. So now let's get to their answers. For this question, I interviewed 5 members of the Galactic Federation's Leadership Council, and this is what they said. The first one said, nutrition and digestion are at the core of many health problems plaguing humans today. Overprocessed foods and genetic modifications made for corrupt reasons have weakened many of your bodily systems. We can teach you new ways to grow food and nourish your body to quell the unending hunger so many of you feel, but that will take time. For now, eating better foods in smaller quantities is the first place to start if your intention is to reverse pain, disease, and physical struggle. The next representative said, moving your body, even a little bit, is the second best way to reverse pain and fight disease. Long term, if humanity chooses to accept our help, we can assist with healing and preventing diseases, including cancer. These new developments will take time, and we're sorry they will likely come too late for those of you in acute suffering today. But we are excited that your future generations are likely to benefit from our knowledge and reverse the systemic, generational impact of worldwide corruption in the food industry. The third council member that I interviewed today said, the corruption in the food industry is only one of the ways your physical bodies have been intentionally weakened, not just yours, but your parents' and grandparents' health too. And it all adds up to the level of disease and chronic pain that too many humans suffer today. The damage can't be changed quickly, but we can help you begin to reverse it. We can teach you advanced methods for using your mind to influence vitality and ease in your body. In the future, it's likely that you will only get sick or feel pain when you expect to feel sick or in pain. But we recognize it's a lot more complicated than that today, so we can also share new methods of treating chronic pain and other physical and emotional suffering. The fourth council member that I interviewed today said, we also recognize that many of you are suffering spiritually. Maybe you were harmed by someone you trusted in the name of God. Maybe you feel resentment towards the religion of your childhood because of the old white man in the sky and other biblical concepts that felt patriarchal and controlling. Maybe you feel conflicted between what you feel in your heart versus what you're told a Christian or Muslim or Hindu is supposed to think, feel, and vote. We want to emphasize that your relationship to your own inner divinity, whether that includes serving a higher power or not, is essential to your overall health. All right, one more response to my health questions goes like this. It's important to mention the health benefits of using your body as a tool to connect with others and to connect with your own inner divinity. Anything you do with your body that carries a positive intention, including dancing, singing, and intimacy, helps you raise your frequency and improve your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. The benefits of exercise are well known, but we're not talking about exercising your body. We're talking about celebrating your body and the wondrous things you can do with it as the divine human being you are. If you're physically able to move your body with joy, do that. Lift your voice in a song if you can do that. Hug your loved ones and use your body intimately to connect with your partner and yourself to the best of your ability and your desire. And if all you can do is sit and imagine yourself doing these things, that will still make a difference. Your body is a magnificent tool, and we can help you unlock the magic of it. So that was all their responses around health and well-being. Next, I have a question that so many of you have been asking. Do the aliens believe in God? So this is what they had to say about that. A lot of you have been curious about that. Some of you even described feeling fear because of how the Bible describes aliens and fallen angels and some of the details in Revelations. So this is their response to those questions. We serve the same God many of you do, but without religion. We have no churches, temples, or religious leaders. We go direct to source or God via inner divinity. Like you, our essential self is our soul. And also like you, our soul is on an ongoing journey of growth and expansion. But unlike most of you, we achieve this growth through a direct relationship with God rather than filtered through the words of religious leaders or texts like most of your religions. Many of you look to the Bible to help you do that, but it has been intentionally mistranslated and misrepresented since its first words were printed. While there are many important truths in the Bible, there are also intentional deceptions. Passages about fallen angels, demons, and a violent rapture are all examples of those deceptions meant to keep you in fear, which makes you easier to control. The Bible was also intentionally and harmfully modified to disregard the divine feminine. We believe the divine feminine is equally important as the divine masculine. We honor the divine triune, not the Trinity, as our most high Godhead. That includes Creator God, Father God, and Mother God as three equal parts of what might collectively be called Source. Many of you asked if we know Jesus. We call him Ascended Master Yeshua, but yes, we know and love him. He, along with the Buddha, Krishna, Mother Mary, and others, are deeply appreciated for bringing Christ consciousness to earth. Now we are sharing the same message with you that Yeshua shared when he walked the earth. You are all divine beings. You have the spark of God within you. You don't need to go through churches, religious leaders, or written texts that have been intentionally mistranslated and misinterpreted with the goal to create fear. Instead, you can go direct to God through inner divinity. If you want to learn to do that, we can teach you. If you don't, that's okay too. Either way, we encourage you to build your relationship to your own inner divinity if you have the intention to improve your physical, mental, and spiritual health. So that's what I have for you today. I'm sorry I can't get to all of your questions and messages. And I'm also sorry that there's at least one account out there pretending to be me. Just know that I will never contact you for private sessions and I will never ask you for money. It's not me. If they're doing that, it's not me. Okay, so go back outside tonight. Think to them, even if you can't get outside, even if you don't see them, just thinking to them and asking them to come, letting them know you welcome them with love. It's making a difference. Also, if you're a praying person, pray to God to ask them to come and make themselves visible to us. That'll make a difference too. I know in my heart we're going to be seeing them really soon. What about you? What's your heart telling you about all of this?